Hi, friends. I couldn't sleep, so I might as well hop back into this stuff. Wait, what? No. Did it? Oh, no.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Hmm. I have to kill that thing again, don't I? Well, great.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Hello? Oh. 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 I guess it is finished in here. Weird. Already went down there. There was nothing. Hi, buddy. I have a home now. Ah, my roof sucks. Far under the keel. Well. Oh boy. You need some water, buddy? You just open your mouth and look up. Grim Heathen Bear. Hello.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
Can I just murder people? No. It was worth a shot. Buddy, are you... huh. I'm just gonna leave the possessed lady alone. You can be possessed on your
You
own,
look
buddy.
familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
You know me, but you don't know who I am. Interesting.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Come, come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
Sure.
You're some kind of fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Really?
Go on.
Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
All right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Okay.
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage.
Metal
And
cage.
tall pillars circled by the dead. A race from one to the next as time itself laughs.
Metal cage could be a prison cell, a diver suit, or a literal cage. There's a few ways that could be put around.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
You are welcome. I can't wait to see what you do.
Good to know you're here, though.
Knock it off!
Oh, sorry.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
So it's better for newcomers to be dead? You're a
I'm
friendly
looking for a
person.
man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah, even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Rock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So,
Thank you.
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
My character's eyes are very... Huh? I guess he doesn't have a bed. Interesting. Oh, Lewis. I have some questions for you, buddy.
What the? Get the. Oh. What the? Get the. Oh.
Nice talk, buddy. Nice talk.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Drach. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is a tough choice. If I tell, he's definitely gonna die. His family's probably gonna die. If I don't die, he could go on to commit more murders. Or come after me as well. The only thing I know for certain is if I tell, he will die. But if I don't tell, others might die.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
Lewis was mentally affected and couldn't entirely control his actions. Lewis was under mental influence, so killed Albert Throgmorton while under some sort of mental influence. Can control his actions, and thus can't be blamed for Albert's death. I could try and cover for him, or else Robert Throgmorton will have his head.
Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
Okay. I'm gonna sour my reputation with Throgmorton, but there's not much in there anyway. Hello. Yeah. Evidence points to Albert being the cause.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
I've tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things prowling the back alleys. And they tore him apart. It was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas, this was my revenge to exact, not some wild beast's. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the story. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Kay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
Indeed.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Which definitely means I need more melee damage. More bullets I spend, the less money.
I've said everything I know.
I know, buddy. I know. What's over there? Oh, my new friends are gone. Oh, we are tripping. What? One walks while the other's unconscious. Oh boy. Hmm? Where are we this time? Dayware.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. I only remember the screams and the metal creaking, water filling the deck, and my headache. The worst I've ever had. I found myself among the floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of the boat helped me survive and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half mad, and babbling about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The officials had said none of what I thought. I'd seen was real, but my memories are true. My strange powers gained after the ordeal prove it. I found something horrible on that island, something old and dark and slithering, and it still haunts me. Hmm. Dear Mr. Reed, I understand you're of the pirate eye that caught the murder in the port. My life is in danger and I cannot trust anyone in the city. Please come to my room, which is just opposite yours. I'm in despair. My studies have drawn the attention of vile forces. They stalk me and will not take me soon. And will take me soon. I've cast my lot and am beyond saving. But the 7 books must be saved at any cost. Even if I'm gone, find my notes there. This knowledge must not be lost, as it could be our kind's last hope for enlightenment. Please be the bearer of this light, for I have failed. Okay. Oh. King's Robe. Why am I wearing an octopus for a hat? I like they wear. I look dapper.
Never again, they say.
Oh. How do I craft? Mr. Reed, you are the rare example of a man who treated one of my kind humanely, and I feel I have to repay the debt to you. Take this as a friendly piece of advice. Run. Save your life and leave this Drock city to the depths. Don't dig into its secrets, for they are not worth it. There's nothing good left here. I believe you can find a way to escape. Please heed my words, Lewis Flynn. Mr. Reed, it seems you've overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time. Johannes. Oh. Yoink.
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
Charles Reed. Oh. I don't know why, but something tells me this is the Mystic Tome room. Just giving the vibes. I boarded up the windows and locked the door. They're just men. The Yellow King's gang, they can't get here now. Now there's only me. Me and these nightmares. A little longer and I'll figure them out. The fishermen talk of a place near the Blackwood Manor on the southern part of Whisper Street, where meetings occur in the dead of night. The locals don't like this part of East Green. eastern Grimhaven Bay, because they seem to fear those who gather near the half-built ships. They say a certain book is read at these meetings, a cursed tome that makes people so crave the sea's touch that they go and drown in the ocean. The one reading the book stands on a cursed boat that sinks in the fog. Those who saw it touch the shore have either gone mad or disappeared. Oh. Oh, this is a much bigger map than I thought it was going to be. Local legends may be more than mere superstition. A dozen witches were hanged on a huge apple tree that still grows near the cider mill. Among these documents is a confession. One of the witches said the devil himself granted them a book with words of power. This book hides itself from mortal eyes, waiting for the witches to be reborn and return to claim it. The witch who wrote this confession lived in eastern Reed Heights, somewhere north of the intersection of Communion Road and Museum Avenue. Could the book still be hidden there? Okay, Reed Heights. Communion Road. And Museum Avenue, so by there, north of, yeah, it's just north of both, or it could be there possibly. Okay, so I have to make my own deductions. That's good to know. It seems I can carry most of it, or keep as many notes as I need, which is handy. I had a dream so real it still makes my hands shake. A huge Ferris wheel rose amidst the city. People got on and rode it higher and higher before jumping off at its peak. As the pile of corpses grew bigger, the crowd pushed me to the wheel. And then I saw a man with a leather bag. He was standing at the center of the wheel and was reading from a book. His awful dirge was making the wheel rotate and dragging the crowd to their slaughter. Could this vision be real? I know there is a Ferris wheel at the park in Western Old Grove, near Century Avenue and Beacon Street. Okay. Century Avenue and Beacon Street. Park. Is this a park? It's definitely somewhere in this. That narrows it down though. Building the church was his redemption. Day after day he worked without payment, carrying stones and putting them in the moist soil of Salvation Harbor. At night, when he returned to his house behind the church, he could not sleep. The book his ancestors brought across the ocean called. When the church was built, the priest found him hanged on the bell ropes. But the book is still waiting for someone to come and read it. His house in central Salvation Harbor on the Old Church Road, between Seven Oaks Street and Windheim Street. Still has a bad fame, and no one wants to live there, even after the flood. Between Seven Oaks and Windheim on Church, got it. Okay, here's Old Church. Okay. So it would be right there between Windheim, Seven Oaks. So it has to be this little stretch here. Okay. Took a lot of effort to track down the book. Being stolen from the Throgmorton Museum is brought by a local surgeon who was found dead in his house after the flood. I snuck in and checked out his place, but in vain. Still, there is somewhere else in the home, maybe Tome. Private hospital in Western Reed Heights, where the surgeon worked, has been abandoned. The archives say it is on Bourbon Road, between Innsmouth Road and Oak Street. Bourbon Road. Oak Street. Okay. So this between Oak Street and Innsmouth. Okay, Innsmouth is here. Okay, so it is right there, in between these two. Okay. Talk with locals is never easy, but this old chap was one of the queerest yet. He was happy to talk about the book, but only laughed when I proposed to buy it. I left in the most guarded place of the city and paid enough to keep it there until the world ends. And if it is abandoned after the flood, even better. Ignorance is the best guardian. I'm guessing you meant the abandoned bank building in Northern Advent on Forefathers Street between Haylog Street and Windhoff Avenue. Okay. On Forefathers Street between Haylog and Windhoff. I said it'd be too dangerous to go there myself. Okay. Forefather between Haylog. Okay. Right there. Could be anywhere on that little stretch there, but it still narrows it down quite a chunk. Local women were talking about a ruined house in central Coverside, near the radio tower on the crossing of Landing Avenue and Kingsport Street. So right at the intersection, get it. It said the ghost of the house owner and his family still read the unholy book they kept. Several newcomers who tried to settle in those ruins have gone mad. Oh, sorry, I forgot what that one was. Landing Avenue and Kingsport Street. Landing Avenue, Kingsport Street. Oh, here's Landing Avenue. Just follow that to find. So right. Oh wait. Oh, this is simpler. There's 3 definite books. Yep. 4. I'm not 100% certain. Near. Leave those two there because I don't know 100%. Museum. North of the intersection of Communion Road and Museum Street. That one. Wheel Tome. Old Grove. Century Avenue and Beacon Street. Eastern Grimhaven Bay. Another end of Whisper Street, near the road to Blackwood Manor. Near the road. Oh, Whisper Street. It goes this way. Whisper Street, Whisper Street. That's Wharf Street. Reading Street. Oh, Whisper Street goes to... Huh. Near the road. So... There? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Good to know. We're going to start with the mayor first. Or should I do the ruins, maybe? Ruins might be closer. Yeah.
The door won't budge.
Mr. Archer, I've seen you dragging things into your room. Mind the floors? I'll make you pay for any scratches you leave. Your landlord. Oh. Well, upstairs first. Might as well get a good grasp of the area. Wow. Seems to be an interesting place, I find. Too many coincidences. So the lighthouse is out. Several ships have gotten lost at sea, and some are now decorating the city's beaches. That's one thing, but now there's an enterprising fellow at the city port hiring salvagers to recover ships. He's turning a tidy profit from selling them. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look into it. Now, if only this city wasn't so impossible to navigate. Is that because of all the flooding? I admit it would be rather difficult. Hello. interesting picture. Okay. Had a bit of a conversation, but I didn't get all of it.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't really remember what happened, but I'll do my best.
Yeah? Well, next time it happens, you end up sleeping under the bridge like the other newcomers.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Aren't we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine. Take what you wish.
Thank you.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
And I'm robbing you, landlord man. Yoink. You saw nothing. My dear Victor, how is Oakmont treating you? Should you require any support, the Blackwoods will be happy to help you. I've arranged for that. Regarding your question, I don't know where Robert went. Sadly, one that he did not stay. Only that he did not stay in Innsmouth. Perhaps there is hope he didn't perish in that cursed raid. Take good care of the hotel. Please. Plenty of our relatives were interested in the property. But you're still my favorite nephew. I know the Devil's Reef is in good hands. Kind regards, and Portia. Robert. It's not. Oh, that's pretty. The conch shell is the gramophone. Cool. Darn, I think I'm finally starting to figure this out. Locals use signs to mark special places that you know already. Kind of like the secret signs hobo use all over the country. What I learned is that the tradition dates back to times well before the flood. I've been able to find out the meaning of some of them. You've seen the crooked H-shaped sign on doors around town? Yes, actually. That means the house is inhabited. The crosshatch grid sign marks hidden caches or useful items. The V-shaped sign is for barricaded, dangerous places. Good catch there, they say. Still haven't figured out the spiral-shaped sign, though you'll have to investigate for yourself. And if you see a sign with a cross and 3 Ks, reach for the gun. Oh, great. So, they are in this game. Yeah. That's going to be interesting. Pretty sure we all know what group that is for. I shall not mention them by name for obvious reasons. Walter, can I help you if I hear repelling your cheap, affordable living again? I can live with you renting out beast-ridden flop houses, but you're cutting into my profit. Don't make that mistake. I know you're on the fish market and I have dangerous people living there that I can send after you. You've been warned. Vic. Okay. Manic laughter. Wunderbar. Oh. Oh, I can teleport from here to... Can I do to here? No. Well, I can teleport to that. Don't know how that works yet. But I can teleport somehow. I assume this is my way to get around the place now. From the depths. Okay, here we go. This city, no matter how badly the flood damaged it, has an unnatural appeal. I can't stop myself from walking, even if it means being struck by further visions. I went to the eastern part of the Salvation Harbor, near the crossing of Fitz O'Callahan Street and Old Church Road. Fitz O'Callahan Street and Old Church Road. So, right. Eastern Coverside, corner of St. Elmo Lane and Kingsport. Kingsport, Elmo. St. Elmo's Lane, Kingsport Street. Ahaha. Corner. So it's underwater, this one. Okay. Western Advent, corner of Purity Road and... Okay, Western Advent. Purity Road and Oak Street. Oak Street. One of the other symbols was on Oak Street somewhere. Not that one. Well, let's see. Purity Lane. Purity. Oh, Oak Street. Here we go. Running Valley, University, Constitution. There. Southern Old Grove. Warwick Street between... Let's just find Warwick Street first. Between Seaside and Hillside. Warwick Street. Hillside. Oh. What? Oh. So it would be this lane somewhere. It was confusing because there's that, and I think it's just because it crosses. Central Shells, E. Bryan Street. Okay. Corner. To the east of the corner was St. Michael's Road. Eastern Reed Heights on Lombard Street. Lombard Street. Reed Heights is huge though. Oh, Lombard Street. Between Haylog and Bullock. Bullock. Haylog. Voices from the Pipe. Western Reed Heights, near the crossing of Baker Ward and Avon Street. Reed Street. Avon Street. Ward Streets. Near the crossing, so by there. Western Advent near the corner of Murdoch Avenue and Oak Street. Oak Street. I already have one in Oak Street. There we go. So Murdoch and Oak. Oh. Western Reed Heights, Washington Street, between Avon Street and Oak Street. Avon Streets. Avon is here. But Oak doesn't intercept. Oh, Washington Street between them. There. Northern Grimhaven Bay at the corner of Hubert Avenue and Whisper Street. Whisper Street, Hubert Avenue.